ॐ गुरुरेव घति गुरुमेव भजे गुरुनैव सखास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरुः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरो मम पाहि गुरो सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेदमपेदकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहगादः जुहाव पुत्रेदि तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुस्तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेतः। सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः. We are seeing the Srimad Bhagavadam Mahapurana and we are seeing Canto 7 in it. And today's chapter is a very important chapter. It is chapter 8 in Canto 7, which explains the Narasimha Murti Avatara, the Narasimha Bhava. So with the blessing of Bhagavan Sri Hari, let us see this chapter. In the last video, we saw that Hiranyakashipu tried his best to kill his own son Prahlada, but he could not kill his son. He asked his soldiers to kill that young child who is only 5 years of age. So he asked his soldiers to kill him in all the different ways known to the Asuras, but they could not even put just a scar on that young child. So much he was absorbed in Bhagavan Sri Hari. At last, they all decided, including Hiranyakashipu, decided that let their guru Shukracharya come from Tabas. Then we will kill this child. They decided like that. And again, Prahlada was sent to the Gurukula. In the Gurukula, Prahlada advised or taught all the fellow students also about the Bhagavata Dharma and about attaining Bhagavan. He said that the life of a person is very short, maybe 100 years or so. In that first 21 years is gone completely in ignorance and youthful play, all that. The last 20 years in old age, and the rest of the period one has to attain Bhagavan. So the time is not enough. So one must worship Bhagavan even at the young age itself. So he said that what all we achieve in this world are temporary. Only attaining Bhagavan is the permanent thing. So one must worship Bhagavan, and it is so easy to worship Bhagavan, Prahlada said. And to the surprise of all the teachers and all the other people in the Gurukula, these students, along with Prahlada, they were prone to do contemplation on Bhagavan Sri Hari in solitude. Whenever these fellow students, they get time, free time, they just go to a calm place and contemplate on Bhagavan Sri Hari as Sri Hari, like this. So the teachers, when they are confused by it and they understood this is the work of Prahlada, so they immediately reported this to Hiranyakashipu Maharaj, because or otherwise these teachers will get the punishment, isn't it? So the teachers reported to Hiranyakashipu. And again, Prahlada was brought back to the palace. And in the palace, Prahlada stood worshipping Hiranyakashipu, very humble and very composed. He just worshipped Hiranyakashipu Maharaj, who is also his father. And he was just worshipping like that with a very calm, pleasant face, and always inside chanting Sri Hari like this. And Hiranyakashipu got very angry when he saw that Prahlada, and when he came to know that he is completely changing the Ashura Kula itself. He is completely making Sri Hari their friend, who is the enemy of the Ashura Kula. So he is doing something which is not appropriate for the entire clan. And Hiranyakashipu said, when Prahlada stood before him, Hiranyakashipu said, "Hey, Durvinitaha, Manthatman, Kula Bhedakara, Adhama, Stabdham, Machasanu Dhyutam, Neshe, Twa Hadya Yamakshayam." Hiranyakashipu said that, "Hey, Durvinidaka, hey, a person who is not humble, Mandatman, Durbuti, that is a fool, Kula Bedakara, one who deceived the family itself, who is the destroy the family trait itself, Adama, arrogant person, a villain like thing, and Stabdham, arrogant person, a rude person, Machasana Dyutham, Neshe, Twa Adya Yamakshayam. You are not following my orders. I am the Lord of the three worlds, and you are not following my orders. Today itself, I will send you to Yamaloka. Hiranyakashipu decided that because no one can kill him and they cannot wait till Shukracharya come from Tabas, he is changing the entire Ashura Kula itself. So Hiranyakashipu decided that I will kill him. If you cannot do it, I will do it. He said that, and he got very angry and he said that, Kim Bhala Atyakaha, who is behind your strength? Who is giving you all this strength? Who is behind your strength? And for that, Prahlada answered that, Na kevalam me bhavadascha rajan savai bhalam bhalinam cha paresham pare vare me stira jankamaye brahmadayo yena vasham pranitaha. Not only for me, Maharaj, whoever has strength, Bhagavan Sri Hari is the back of it, is in the back of it. It is on his dependence, all the beings are existing in this creation. Not only me, Maharaj, even your strength is dependent on him. Just imagine what Hiranyakashipu will think. But this Prahlada was so bold because his strength is Bhagavan. So he's so bold. And he said that, including yourself, your strength is he, Bhagavan Sri Hari, that supreme being. He controls all the beings, whether they are high or low. He controls all the beings, and all the beings are dependent on him. Sahishwarah kala urukramo savojaham sahasattva bhalendriyatma savai vishwam parama swashakti srijatyavathyati gunatrayeshah. He controls this universe by his three gunas. He is that Lord, he is the time, and he is the strength of the senses, mind, and this body. He is the master of the three gunas, and all the beings are dependent on him. He, Srijati, he creates, Avati, he preserves it, and Atti, he destroys it. He is everything, Maharaj, he said. Hearing this, Hiranyakashipu got very angry. He just roared. And in spite of that, Prahlada said, my father, Maharaj, please abandon this asuric nature. The enmity is only in the mind. There is no enmity beyond this mind. The wise people, they do not have enmity towards anyone because they know that all are the manifestations of Bhagavan. So please leave this asuric nature. When a person worships Bhagavan Sri Hari, they will have the equality of mind and they are unperturbed in all the situations. My father, Maharaj, please abandon this asuric nature. And many people, they think that they are the controller of all this world, all the three world. They are the controller of all the 10 directions, but they are not able to control their mind and senses, which are very important and which is the real wealth. So my dear father, Maharaj, please abandon this asuric nature. Hearing this, Hiranyakashipu got very angry, very angry. And he said that all this prattle or just the person of the person who come in face to face with the death of any person who come in face to face with the death will blabber like this. And now comes the world famous dialogue of Bhagavatam. Yastva manda bhagyokto madhanyo jagadishwarah Quaso yadi sa sarvatra kasmat stambena drishyate. This dialogue, this verse has the dialogue of both Hiranyakashipu and Prahlada. First, Hiranyakashipu asked, "Who manda bhagyaka? Oh, you fool! Mat anye jagadishwara yaha? Is there any Jagadishwara other than me? Twaya ukta kwam vaso. Where does that person whom you say, Sri Hari, where is he? Where does he live?" And Prahlada, with a very pleasant face, he said, "Sir, Sarvatra. He is everywhere. He is all pervading." And Hiranya immediately asked, "Yadi Stambe?" He is in the assembly, isn't it? In this pillar. Just pointing out to a pillar near him, he asked, "Yes, Stambe. In this, Yadi Stambe. In this pillar also." Kasmanaha, Prahlada said, "Why not?" Drishyate, see him, I can see him. And he worshipped that pillar. Prahlada said, "Why not? I can see him." And he worshipped that pillar. And Hiranyakashipu lost all his complete control and said, "Soham vikatya manasya shira kayad dharamide Gopayed Hariswadhya Yaste Sharanamipsitam." Okay, I, the master of the universe, now I will cut off your head from your body. Yete Sharanamipsitam, whom you say that he is the protector of the world, he will protect me, all that. Sahari Twa Adya Gopayetha. Let that Hari come and protect you. Now I am the Ishvara of the three worlds. Now I am going to cut your head. Whom you say as the protector of this universe, who will protect me always, let that Hari come and protect you. Let me see how he is going to protect you, he said. And Hiranyakashipu, he jumped from his throne. And he came near to that pillar and he gave up Atibhala Swamushtina Stambham Tathada, with a very great force. With his mushti, he gave a strong punch or a great blow on that pillar. Immediately, there arose a great sound from that pillar. Great sound. That many people, even the Devas, Brahmadeva, they all thought that the Pralaya has come and that's the end of this creation. It appeared that it as if it broke off that Brahmanda, that shell of Brahma. It was so great, that sound was a roaring sound. Everyone looked around, but no one could see anyone. Actually, it is coming from that pillar, but no one could point it out. Even this Hiranyakashipu, who was so determined to kill that son, he looked around, where is this sound coming from? Actually, he was not afraid, but he was wondering, where is this sound coming from? And everyone looked around. Now is the Narasimhamurti Avadara. Satyam vitadum nija bhritya bhashitam vyaptim cha bhudeshvakileshu chatmanaha adrishyadat yad bhuta rupa mudvahan stambe stabhaya na mrikam na manisham. That is the Narasimhamurti. It is not the mrikam, it is not an animal. It is not Panisham, it is not the man. From that stamba in the center of the assembly hall, from there emerged this Adrishya Rupa, this Adbhuta Rupam. It came out from it. Bhagavan appeared there on that pillar because he wanted to save his bhakta's words. He said that he exists everywhere and he is in that stamba and he worshipped him, isn't it? Just a boy of 5 years old. He wanted to make true the words of that young bhakta as well as He wants to show to this world that Bhagavan is everywhere, all pervading. To make all this true and to help his bhakta, he came in that rupa, which is not Mrika and not Manusha. He came from there, and everyone looked around. It was such a unique form and so luminous. Sasattvamenam paritobi pasyan स्तंभस्य मध्यादनु निर्जिहानम् नायं मृगो नाभिनरो विचित्रमहो किमेतद्मृगेन्द्ररूपम्. And even Hiranyakashipu he saw everywhere, and he saw that stamba, that pillar, from that this rupa is emerging out with the very terrific sound. That form was so terrific. Many Daityas and Danavas, they just fled out, just ran away. That form was so great. He was so, Bhagavan Sri Hari in that Narasimha avatar was so tall. Completely, all his body was covered with the off-white color, soft hair-like thing. He had mane, that curly, off-white locks of hair, matted locks of hair. His eyes were so fearful, somewhat red in color, red and golden color. His eyebrows were so curved like this. It appeared so fearful to look his face itself. His mouth and nostrils were so wide open, and everyone could see the sharp fangs on two sides of his teeth. His mouth was so wide open, and everyone could see that sharp tongue, just like the sword. All over the body, that white hair was covered, a very broad chest, a slender abdomen. He looked so terrific, and he roared like this. He looked so terrific, and complete luminosity everywhere. And Hiranyakashipu said that, oh, this is another strategy of Sri Hari. He has come to kill me. Let me see what he can do. Telling that, he took his mace and rushed towards Narasimhamurti Bhagavan. Bhagavan just cut off his hands with his powerful claws. And somehow Hiranyakashipu escaped from that claws. Again, he went back and took a sword and a shield, and he came near Narasimhamurti Bhagavan. And this time, Bhagavan, he caught him so powerfully and just put him on his thigh and went to the threshold of this assembly hall, which is not inside or outside. He put him on his thigh. Bhagavan put Hiranyakashipu on his thigh, which is not the sky or the earth. And he tore his body completely with his powerful claws. It is not another weapon, but with his own claws, nails. He tore open, just like how the Garuda tears the snake. He tore open it and put some, took off some of the abdomen part, everything. Some he put on his head, around his neck. And he killed Hiranyakashipu, that great Asura, who was a terror for this entire world. He killed Bhagavan Narasimhamurti, killed Hiranyakashipu, just as a playful thing. Vishvakspurantam grahanaduram harirvyalo yatha kumkulekshaksha tatvachan dvaryura apatya dadara leelaya nahairyatahim garudo mahavisham. Just as a playful thing, he tore open the body of Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu died. In a way, he must be lucky, because he died in the hands of Bhagavan Sri Narayana. Now anyway, Bhagavan, he just put the body of Hiranyakashipu on one side, and he just saw in the assembly, there are so many asuras standing who are the supporters of Hiranyakashipu. If he leave them free, again another Hiranyakashipu will be there, will be formed. So he just went and killed all the other asuras. And he killed all the other asuras who were the supporters of Hiranyakashipu, and he came and sat on the throne of Hiranyakashipu like this, very majestically, and with still then he was not calm. He was so fearful to look, very angry. His anger that does not subside even then after killing so many Ashras. He just sat on the throne like this, and it was very fearful to look. All over that short neck, he had short neck, broad chest, and completely white color hair, off-white hair. Everything was dripping with blood of the Ashuras. His eyes were so fearful to look, red and golden in color, shining. Eyebrows are so sharp. He just sat on the throne and he just looked around. So all this were witnessed by all the devas, or all the other deities, Brahma, Parameshwara, the rishis, the sages, the Vidyadharas, the Kinnaras, Gandharvas, Apsaras, Devas, everyone, they were all, it was all uh, witnessed by all of them. Some of them stood behind that clouds and watched everything. They were so frightened to come here down. But many deities, they came and watched it. And they all worshipped Sriman Narayana in that form of Narasimha Murti, because he killed a great Ashura and he released this world actually from fear. And all the people who were assembled there, they worshipped Bhagavan with a short hymn. Brahma Deva said, Natosmyanantaye duranta shaktaye vichitra viryaye pavitra karmane vishwasya sargastiti samyaman gunaihi swallilayan sandade abhyatmane. Salutations to that boundless being. Your powers are limitless. You sportively create this world, and all your sportive actions, they sanctify this nature itself. You, as your play, you create, sustain and dissolve this universe. You use the three gunas of Maya to do all that, but at the same time you are not tainted by it. You remain as Sachidananda, like this Lord Brahma said. Next, Sri Rudra said, Sri Rudra Uvacha Kopakalo Yukantaste Hato Yama Surolpakaha Tatsutham Pahyupasrutham Bhaktam Ta Bhaktavalsalaha. At the time of dissolution only, you must get this much anger or this much fury to dissolve this entire creation. Now, the Asura has also died, and you have killed all the other Asuras who were his followers also. Now that all your devotees are worshipping you, including Prahlada, so just speak to them, just bless them, he said. And Indradeva, he said, Pratyanita paramah bhavata trayatana swabhaga daityakrandham hridaya kamalam twadgriham pratyabodhim kalagrastam kiyadidamaho natha susrukshata te muktastesham nahi bahumata narasimharaikim. Oh Bhagavan, the people, when they do all that Vedic rites, they give offering. Actually, they are giving offerings to you because you reside in the Hridaya Kamalam of all the bhaktas. So they are always giving that offerings to you only. And many of your bhaktas, they do not want moksha because they want to be with you. They do not want moksha itself. So what use is this worldly attachment, which is subject to time? And the rishis, they said, Tvam nastava paramamathayyadatma tejo yenedamadi purushatmakatham sasarja tadvipraluptam amunadhyasharanya bhala dakshagrihita vabusha punaranvamamstha. You imparted us to do tapas, and you said that You created this world by doing tapas. So you asked us to do tapas. And we also did tapas, but this ashra obstructed all of that. Now we are all relieved from that ashra. Now we will continue to do tapas. Like this, each one of them, many piturs, siddhas, vidyadharas, many even rishis, gandharvas, apsaras, they all extolled Bhagavan for his powerful action. Now, what did Prahlada do? He was just standing near him and observing Bhagavan. He's observing and admiring his fearful face itself, because for Prahlada, no fear of Bhagavan. He resides in him and everywhere. He was just admiring Bhagavan, worshipping him. What he said to Bhagavan, we will see in the next upload. Om Sri Narayana Khila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Nrsimhaya Namaha.